It started with an aggravating pain in my lower jaw in the middle and went to numerous dentists to figure out what was causing it. And it wasn't, I can't describe it as a bad pain. It was an aggravating pain, like a nagging pain that wouldn't go away. It felt like something was between my teeth. And then I had a molar in the back break off on this same side. And I got to thinking, well, maybe it was something that occurred when he put the crown on, and because it broke off real deep. And still pursued several things. One dentist called me in on a Saturday morning in Temple and said, I just want to take some extra time with you. Didn't charge me for anything. He just said, I want to go over some pressure points in your neck because I was experiencing a lot of stress being a caretaker for my mom for many a year. And he just said, he could just send me through the roof, just punching around on my neck and my jaw. And shortly after that exam, he suggested me going to a chiropractor there in Temple. And I did. Pursued that for about a year. And before I started going to him, though, what finally pushed me over the edge to go was my jaw totally locked up when I was keeping my granddaughter one day. And I just went through the roof with the pain. So, got another appointment with the chiropractor to come back an extra time. And, he got it back in place, but I'm still having this aggravating irritation in my, between my teeth in the same spot. And so I was at a family reunion, and I asked my nephew who had worked for Invisalign, and he was going around to I said, you're with these people all the time. Of course, he lives in Flower Mound, where y'all are, and I'm still in Temple and Belton. And I said, look, will you mind looking at my mouth? I mean, what can help this? And I had a tooth broken off here. My jaw, I explained all the jaw thing. I said the pain. And my teeth, one of my front teeth was coming forward. And then I started having like a zigzag effect at the bottom. And I'm like, I felt like I was falling apart. It was beyond, but the pain was just like, somebody's got to stop this now. And he said, oh, you've got to go see Dr. Stewart. He said, you've got occlusion problems. And he's a specialist. And so I made an appointment. He saw me and we started the process. And the first thing was to go, first of all, the appliance was to set my jaw. And I went through that. I can't remember how many months, but when I got the jaw set, I started having less pain. But he couldn't even get me. He would say, bite down. And I couldn't even bite down because my jaw did these things. He had to literally hold it in place and get me to bite down to make the molds and whatnot. So he knew he was up against, I had some vertical and horizontal problems. And so, but the pain did start easing up as soon as the jaw got set. And then that's when the ball started rolling with the DNA appliance. It just was miraculous because my teeth on the bottom are now straight. The front tooth has gone back in its normal place. And originally I had it formed a big gap in between my front teeth. And he was pumped up about that because he said, we need these spaces. So then when we go into the Candid, we can get it all back where we need it to be. That's how I think it was so helpful to have the appliances in my mouth because it helps the way I breathe. Just a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Training myself how to keep my mouth closed, breathe through my nose, that kind of stuff.